Alright guys, so we're back at it again. Plastic Friend with another figure review collaboration with InstaGtoy from Racunmainan. And now we're going to have a look at one of the most anticipated figures in 2018, which is SHF Thanos from Bandai. Alright, so let's have a look. Alright, so as we know it, that Thanos is a very big character in the movie. So I think Bandai did a very good job creating this figure and then scaling with the other SHF figures. And mostly this figure is really good. Let's have a look at the sculpt and the paint job. Yeah, you can tell that's definitely Thanos. My only gripe would be just the pupil is too small, so it's kind of hard to see which direction that he's looking, but that's probably only me. And also you can see the lining of his clothes here is under the garment under armor, maybe. Yeah, and the glossy part, yeah, luckily the glossy part is only on the boots area, because I really hate glossy figures. Now this is where the problem begins. Recently Bandai is being very lazy because they made most of the Dragon Ball figures that came out at 2018 are very glossy, so very minimum shading. As you can see here, it's like very plain skin tone. It's actually quite different if you have a look at the head, where it has a slightly darker purplish compared to the hand part. It just looks too plain. Right, now we're going to have a look at the accessories. Alright, so in terms of accessories, Thanos came with 3 sets of heads. The smiling one as the default from the packaging, and then the neutral one, and the angry face, and 3 sets of right hands. This one is to grab Spider-Man by the neck, so you can recreate that scene. It's so plain, it kind of reminds me of my childhood bubblegum I had when I was young, because it's just purple plastic. And this is the interesting part. I don't know why Bandai chose this one as a snapping fingers instead of the one with the gauntlet. And this is probably the best parts of the figure, because take a look at this amazing Infinity gauntlet. It's so amazing, the sculpt, the paint job, detailing. Yeah, I wish they made this one into an articulated fingers, so they don't need to bother to give us the spare one. But that's probably going to be too hard to produce. I don't know. Do 112 figures have the articulated fingers before? My friend told me that one of the 3A's robot, yeah, had the articulated fingers. But yeah, what can we do? Alright, so in terms of the articulation, Thanos can look down that much, look up that much. The neck and the head are the separate piece with a ball joint. It's not a ball joint. Look left or right, a little bit hindered by the collar. Hand can go up quite high, the nice butterfly joint here, but too bad can't really move the hand and do the Wakanda Forever style, because you've been hindered by this white chest area. There's no bicep swivel, but you can rotate from this big ball joint over here. Elbow can bend up 90 degrees and can rotate no problem. And I don't know whether this is a new method or not, but they provide a pull-up joint, and it's actually not a defect, because sometimes when you're trying to pull up a hand, or maybe but mostly hand parts, and then the peg just follows with the hand, it's really annoying, isn't it? But this is not. This is just like they're giving, I don't know why, but yeah. So you can, hold on, maybe, yeah, I'm not sure why Bandai did that, but there's there, because this part doesn't have that kind of thing. And now it's like it's blocked. It's very stiff. Alright. Upper torso's movement is quite limited. You can only look down that much, and then bend backwards that much. Hip rotation. Yeah, that's probably the maximum. And legs can go up pretty high. You can slightly pull out the leg joint to give more range. But it's not like Thanos is a ninja anyway, so he doesn't really need to move that agile. Well, I think it should be enough. Knee joint. Yeah, another gripe would be the non-existent toe pivot. Sorry, ankle pivot. Yeah, I don't know why. With Nomad or Captain America, they also didn't provide a good ankle pivot. But meanwhile, the line like Star Wars, Rey have a really good ankle pivot, and I think Kylo Ren as well, even though the boots kind of similar. So I don't know why they can't do that with the Marvel figures. And leg can go up. I mean the feet can go up about that much. Ooh, dislocated, moving too much. And not so much for the non-existent, being blocked by this part. This is hard plastic, not soft, and this is softer material. It's not gonna hinder anything anyway. So yeah, that's probably it for the articulation. Now we're going to do the size comparison.